You have an older cat. Do you have an older cat with few teeth? This is Mr. Black. He only has one canine on top. I don't know his age. I got him in 2015. The lady I got him from was from my hometown, who I didn't like as a child. I think she grew into a nasty person to have any animal have to deal with. He had lots of issues. He's eating chicken right now. He's eating it very well. He likes his food chewed up and with extra water in it. So I chew up the chicken and put in lots of water. He likes it. Don't you, old fella? He will look like he's eating kitty food. Especially like the heavily gunk. I can't remember the name of it. It was on sale at Walmart that I just got. I got actually beginning of the month. And I keep it in the car until toward the end of the month. And it comes out and everybody has it. Because I only have a 5-gallon jug and it fills up. Anyway, he's had quite a bit. Now the younger will come in and pick out. But he really likes chewed up chicken. When he was younger, I never saw him eat anything that wasn't from a can. And he would eat crunchies. Crunchy kitty food is dry kitty food, only to keep it away from anyone else who might want it. My mom would call him a dog in the manger, meaning that he'd rather eat it than share it. Maybe that's the nepotism that, not nepotism, but narcissists that keep cats alive in the wild and animals alive in the wild too, because they see only themselves and no one else. Today, because he sits, my mom would call it kitty wampus, not all on the top, that's a box of books. And it's got a little carpet that I got at Walmart. They're on sale for $1 now until they're not. And I'm going to see if they have a couple more tomorrow. I'd like 2 more. One for the tub over there and one for that black tub. And he fell off. And then he was sitting there and he was stretching over because he was thinking he could sneak over onto the arm of the chair, which I really hate him on the arm of the chair. And it fell off there. And it went back up there. So now, oh, that's his eye. He's looking down here. He's listening to the conversation. You need to eat more of that chicken, Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear, you need to eat more of that. Do you hear me? Before Junior G-Man comes in and eats it all. You've not had enough. This morning, he had milk on top of Kitty Crunchies. I know what you're thinking. Cats shouldn't have milk. But he can't eat the Crunchies because they're too hard. And it filled him up. And then at lunchtime, we had... Well, last night we had chewed up cheese. He loves cheese! You know, they should make cat food that's cheesy flavored. Because my cats love cheese. Most of my cats will just eat it. You know, you put a little flake down and they'll eat it. Black has to have everything chewed up to a mush with extra spit. You know, he's too young to know the Jackie Gleason era. When I was a kid, Dad and I would sit on Saturday night. It was the only time I was allowed to sit in the other room to eat. Every other night, we were in the kitchen, forced to eat in the kitchen. But, it seemed like it wasn't long before we were in the other room eating. In the kitchen, we had the washing machine because the building in Waukon that the folks bought for the office when they came to Iowa in '67 had been a business college on the third floor, and then a funeral parlor, and down on the basement they sold coffins. They had we call it the side thing, and that's where they displayed the coffins. And Mom and Dad designed the apartment in the basement. There was a bedroom in the back for Mom and Dad with a shower. And then we had a bathroom for patients because Dad was a chiropractor. He was a chiropractor for 40 years. He started in Lorenz, Iowa, and then he was in Waukon. And he was a really good adjuster. Toward the end of his being in the office, it was a good thing he retired when he did. We didn't know it. We didn't know when he started, but he had Alzheimer's or dementia. I'm not quite sure which is, you know, I always think of them as similar, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so Dad had dementia, I guess, and he'd go out to the farm that he had sold, and he'd take scraps from the kitchen, and he'd sling the bags of scraps out on the bottom part of the old farm, and we'd go, they can't open those bags, Dad. And he'd go, oh, they'll figure it out. So he had all these bags out the old farm. And the owner was really good. He never said anything to Dad. Dad loved the farms. Just wasn't a very good businessman. But when it comes a time when you shouldn't be doing all that heavy lifting and stuff, he'd go out and he'd do all the planting of the corn and whatever he had to do, and the haying. Most of the time he was alone. There was a reason for that. My dad was not easy to get along with. I stopped in high school working with Dad. Dad was nasty when he drank. And he would wait especially for the neighbors to come if we were moving stock. And he would, I was his eldest, and he would go, Jesus Christ, can't you even stand where you're supposed to stand so the horse doesn't go through the opening? And, you had that all your life. It was a reason why you didn't invite people home if you could help it. Because it's bad enough being belittled by yourself. No one wants to be belittled in front of friends. Or give them any fodder to belittle you at school. So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you that. So we're going to not sit here and look at black. Oh, Sophie's come. Sophie! Sophie! Sophie, what you looking at? About 9 o'clock. Oh, she likes to go bug hunting. They really enjoy their bugs. I have finished my chicken down for the... Oh, Sadie's come. Pretty soon, Chester will come. Chester's like the dog under the table. He's just a kitten, and he doesn't think that any food should go without him tasting it. That's one of the tubs of books. Well, I'm going to eat because I'll have to go to bed in a while. I got 2 books that have to go out tomorrow. So, that'll be cool. Don't forget, if you want to sell books, and you might want to not just give them away. I'm not going to make this into for children. You can leave a comment. If it's a nasty comment, I'll delete it because no one needs to see a nasty comment. A positive, if you really want to sell some books and they're in good condition, um, if you if you're interested, I'll give you my address and you can send them to me, and I'll post them. And then when they get bought, I'll take them to the post office, and I'll take a little bit out for the wear and tear. And I'm 12 miles out in the country, and then go and get you a Western Union and send you the number, and you go to Walmart and they'll pay you. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. One of Dad's expressions, but it says what you have to say. I don't know if I can see it. Little boy in the middle there was my dad when he was 3 years old. Have a blessed night.